Good day, my SA viewers. This is Satellite Media. If you are new to the channel, kindly like, share, subscribe, and please do not forget to hit the notification bell. We are seeing a very interesting development, and this has caught people jubilating, celebrating in the southeastern part of the country. Not just eastern part of the country, but across the whole Biafran line, across the whole Biafran territory. This time around, this is coming from the man, Nnamdi Kanu himself, speaking directly to the Igbos, speaking directly to Biafrans. And I want to read directly from what the man, Nnamdi Kanu, has said, signaling his imminent release. I'm reading from Daily Post. He said, I will be released very soon. Nnamdi Kanu tells Igbos. He went for that to say that the 10 leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has said that he is confident he will be granted bail this April after being in detention for 4 years. He went for that to say that Nnamdi Kanu stated this to the President General of the Igbo Community Association, ICA, in Abuja, the FCT, Engineer Ikenna Ellis Ezenekwe, when he visited him at the Department of State Services DSS facility in Abuja, where he is being held. In a statement issued by Ezenekwe after his visit to the detained IPOB leader, he affirmed that Kanu expressed disappointment over the lack of strong Igbo leadership and called for his release, while also urging renewed advocacy for the region's interests. Mr. Bara, you will come in here, but we have seen a Nnamdi Kanu who before now, even Court of Appeal have asked that he should be released unconditionally based on the fact that he was extraordinary rendition for Kenya to Nigeria. And we have seen UN working group on arbitrary detention asking Nigerian authorities to release the man unconditionally. We are seeing the case of Nnamdi Kanu being reassigned to another judge, talking about Justice Omotosho. And we are seeing Nnamdi Kanu who has said before now that he is ready to remain in detention until there is an impartial judge to adjudicate his case with federal government. Currently, we are seeing Nnamdi Kanu that is very confident that his release is imminent. Let me get your reaction from there.
I am Mr. Bara. You see, Kanu coming out now to speak out that his confidence to be released.
First of all, how does it come to you? Is it with joy, with excitement, or despair?
It comes out to me with joy as he speak. If it will be implemented, you understand what I'm saying? Because Nigeria is Chibo and also. When they break, you hear another story. Chibo and also. Now, and if you watch, Nnamdi Kanu, this is the first time of him speaking like this, that he's confident that he'll be out from the dungeon
of DSS.
Of Nigerian DSS. And this will show you that there's a difference now between Biantanyanko, Justice Biantanyanko, and Omotosho. In the time of Justice Biantanyanko, Nnamdi Kanu never speaks something like this. He always come there with, I don't know, with something like somebody have provoked him, and which is exactly what's happening. How can you detain a man for almost 4 years? You are tossing him up and down, tossing him up and down. A man of timber and caliber like that. Like as if he's a small child or he don't know what he's doing. Now, and remember, Nnamdi Kanu have said at the initial stage that he will be satisfied with judgment of Justice Omotosho. I don't know why he says so.
Now, let us go to this angle. Because even from what we have read, Nnamdi Kanu have advocated for referendum. This is a man who has been in captivity for 4 years. He's not broken. He's still very much in tandem with what he stands for. Talking about referendum. And he's still echoing it.
You see,
what does that show you?
That shows me that he's a man of focus. He's a man who knows why he came into this world. That's his assignment, to come into this world. Now, and this will show that he's a man whom you will rely, who will not betray you. This is why every Biafran, when they mention the name of Nnamdi Kanu, they stand firm on their feet. Have you ever seen any Igbo politician or Igbo leader that people decided to undergo what they're going because of him. Because he first of all showed himself to his people that he's ready to die for his people. Then his people stand with him, that they're ready to follow him wherever he goes. This is why Igbos like him, and this is why this is the character of Nnamdi Kanu have proved that he's really a leader of Biafrans. Not Igbo. When you're talking of Igbo, it seems like you're talking about only Southeast or Igbos in South. I'm talking in 40 states of Biafra now. That's why they have confidence in him. And watch, all those things that Nnamdi Kanu have said past, previous his saying, all of them are coming to fulfillment now. Which means what he said, that he will be soon come out, will become to fulfillment. But there's a difference between bail and free. Free is discharged and acquitted. You have no case to answer again. But to bail, come and breathe the air, but you'll be coming to court. That's a two things over there. Which I myself, I am looking for discharged and acquitted. You have no case to answer again.
Of course, that was the position of Court of Appeal before federal government appealed that case.
If federal government will appeal that
no, I said that was decision of Court of Appeal.
Of appeal.
He was discharged and acquitted.
And acquitted, that's what it's supposed to be. But you know, Nigerian government, I don't know how they don't understand their own law. How Nigerian leaders interpret the law is different from what other countries.
And again, information we have here shows that he's headier, that he's in high spirit. It means he's not perturbed by the long incarceration. What do you think?
You know, before Nelson Mandela was released, I think in the 80s, P.W. Beto came out and said, had he been, you know that Nelson Mandela could have been a lion, you could have been fearing, you could have killed him immediately he caught him. No, you see, there's a place you hold somebody rich, or you do somebody something, then that can become part of him, acquitted to him, so that it doesn't shake him anymore, it doesn't move him anymore. And you that you hold him, you may be thinking that he'll be shrinking, but because he absorbed the shock, then instead of him to be shrinking, he become bold, waxing strong. That's what is happening to Nnamdi Kanu now. And if you look at it, federal government have known, have to start thinking twice, that if we still holding this man on the ground, let themselves will not rise up. Because a person who holds somebody on the ground, he will not get up. That person will not get up. All of you are on the ground.
Now let us look at his statement talking about the leadership vacuum within the Igbo community. We are talking about the situation where there is no singular person that leads the Igbos, where they will listen and follow that person. And Nnamdi Kanu is lamenting that there is no such leadership, that there is a vacuum.
If you watch,
is it true?
It's true. If you watch, the people that are claiming that Igbo leaders, as the same people fighting against Nnamdi Kanu, then how can they come up to stand for him? People like Uzodinma, will they come up to stand for Nnamdi Kanu? People like Peter.
No, it's not just about standing for Nnamdi Kanu. Someone that can stand and demand for the interests of the Igbo people.
Yes.
Though the stand of Nnamdi Kanu is part of it, but his lamentation is purely because, not just for himself alone, but someone who can speak on the interests of the Igbos.
Someone who can speak in the interest of Igbos, apart from this late man, the first Minister of Aviation of Nigeria in the First Republic, I think Mbazurike Amechi also. And the other man again, I forgot his name, he was a constitutional lawyer. Then and this someone left by the head now. Who again? Whom do you think that will come? Can Biafra Nigerialists come and understand for Biafra where you believe in Nigeria?
Okay, now, Mr. Opala, let us take attention to another angle, because this is coming from Ezenekwe himself, calling on President Bola Tinubu to order Nnamdi Kanu release. Of course, I understand this is coming in form of political solution. But remember that this is not the first time we are seeing conversation around political solution. We have seen series of it in the past. We saw the senators from the eastern part of the country under the leadership of Senator Ina Baribe meeting with the Attorney General Federation the other time, asking for Nnamdi Kanu release. We have seen political leaders in the Southeast. We have seen religious leaders, traditional rulers from that same region talking the same thing. We have seen minority caucus in the House of Rep asking for his release. Now that this man, Ezenekwe, the leader of Igbos in Abuja, have let his voice, do you think the president will hearken to that voice?
If you look at Engineer Ezenekwe, have you ever heard his name in a corridor of politics? Have you ever heard his name in the corridor of social events?
So what does it signal if you have not heard his name before and we are not hearing it?
Now, this is what I'm telling you. He may be a lily out of the mud. He may be one out of 1,000 who can come up and visit Nnamdi Kanu with broad mind. You will see that these people, the group is representing Igbo something in Abuja.
Igbo community.
Igbo community in Abuja, not Ohanes and Igbo. Not Igbo politicians.
Is it wrong to represent Igbo community, if I may ask?
I'm coming. This is a different group. And this different group may mean well. You see where I'm going? Not like Ohanes and Igbo. Not like Igbo politicians. Not like a Southeast Governors Forum. Not like a Igbo traditional District Council who went to Sokoto to go and bow down to Emir of Sokoto. When Nnamdi Kanu is struggling may be against the interests of Emir of Sokoto or other Nigerians to back up from Nigeria. You know, most of Nigerians will never be happy with it because the side that want to leave Nigeria are the bed laying the golden egg for Nigeria. And the Igbo traditional went to and the double bow down to them, frustrate to them. Do you think that Igbo traditional rulers can do anything? Which peace and power let them? Section of Enugu State.
Why are you bringing Peter Mba into this?
No, I'm bringing Peter Mba into this because they are the ones that claiming that the Igbo leaders who can go and stand for Nnamdi Kanu, but they're not doing it. Like a Bianco Ojukwu, who also.
You are equally dragging Bianco Ojukwu.
Yes, because they are the people. Is it not Bianco Ojukwu that to say what his husband fought was a wrong war? They should hold the same money, but they should not allow it to repeat again. Bianco Ojukwu said it.
You have it on good authority or you are speculating?
I said Bianco Ojukwu said it, not to speculate it, whether speculate or not.
But is this something you have on good authority? And you have evidence to substantiate it.
Why is he boasting? Why is she boasting? That one man cannot do, she have done it.
Who is saying so?
Okay, let's leave that aside. So what I'm saying now, Ezenekwe may or purely with true heart, according to the association is representing, to make a move like this, which who knows whether it will be. And if you watch, I've been saying it before, that the best thing Tinubu administration will do is to discharge Nnamdi Kanu, let him go. If Tinubu administration let Nnamdi Kanu go, and if you watch, Nnamdi Kanu is calling for referendum now. And this referendum was what it was calling at the initial stage. Referendum, Nigeria said no. Then it started in agitation to separate. Now, the referendum Nnamdi Kanu is calling now, not the referendum to restructure Nigeria, but referendum he's calling now is referendum whether we will stay in Nigeria or not. And if you watch, if really we left Nigeria with referendum, not with a barrel of corn, you will know that we are going to spend 4 years again in Nigeria before we finally go. We have our self-government, then operating with Nigeria until 4 years lapses, then we go final. Nigeria flag will come down from Biafra, then Biafra flag will raise up. If during this period, Biafra will still have right to vote in 2027 in Nigeria voting because they are still partially part of Nigeria. Then they can have right to vote in 2027. And if Tinubu release Nnamdi Kanu now, 4 years will not lapse before 2027. I mean, let me finish. This will give Biafran joy to cast vote to Tinubu. I'm telling you honestly. So if Tinubu will release Nnamdi Kanu now, it will be a plus to his dream of 2027 to end up in 2031. It will be a very good hope for him. Plus,
I must say very big thank you for your time. this is a good place to let it go. We hope to have you next time on this because it's a developing story.
Thank you.
And it's still
my host.
We still have another opportunity of having you on this. But for now,
yes, time will tell.
For now, I must say very big thank you.
Thank you. Time will tell.
Please settle me down, Mr. Matu.